Happy Halloween! This is Wi-Fi Memory here today. How y'all doing? This is our Spectrier team. This is somewhat of a Halloween themed team, mostly featuring Spectrier, but we do have a couple of dark types, being Tinglu and Shampao. How are you guys doing today? If you guys are interested in this team, rental code will be at the end of this video. Let's get some battles going. Our first opponent is rocking out with Ogerpon, Shampao, Fluttermane, Como-O, Dragonite, and Blood Moon Ursaluna. Very cool team. Since it's Halloween, every battle I have to bring Spectrier. I have to at least have it in the party. Yeah, that's basically my rules for this video. I mean, hey, why not? It's Halloween. We gotta bring Spectrier to every battle. Starting things off, though, we are going to be leading Dragonite in this first game. A little bit worried about the Fluttermane, but we do have a Tinglu that probably can soak up any hit from the Fluttermane. Any hit and can dish out enough damage. We do not have Heavy Slam on this Tinglu, but it should be fine. We should be still able to out-damage the Fluttermane. Most Fluttermane happen to be Terra Water anyway, so we don't necessarily need Heavy Slam. We can just go for an EQ. We got Throat Chomp. We got good moves. So Shampao as the lead against our Dragonite. You hate to see it. You really do. This becomes a mind game for our opponent, though, where we can just Terra normal and go for the extreme speed. But our opponent has to wonder, are we going to be Terraing, or are we going to try and stay into our dragon form? I think we Terra normal, and I think extreme speeds, I think it's honestly the safest play. Because we don't really, I mean, Spectrier is definitely not your switching for this. So, I mean, yeah, we kind of have to let Dragonite see what Dragonite can do. Let's see what our opponent tries to do too. If he goes for an Ice Spinner in this situation, we should be able to live. Then again, if he went for Sacred Sword, be a little bit different. Ice Crash coming out, and we, like I said, we'll survive. We'll survive, and that's all that matters. Now we can go for the extreme speed. We can finish this thing off. He could easily, go into a Fluttermane here in this situation? He could. If he knows what we're wanting to do, that's fine. If you go into Fluttermane, like I said, we have Tinglu. Yep. Don't want to over predict, because we could definitely make a misplay when we do that. So we'll just stay and knock him out. I'm happy knocking him out here in this situation. Obviously, for obvious reasons. But so far, Dragonite, turn 1 was a mind game for our opponent, so I can imagine what our opponent's thinking now. You know, like we're already in his head, because in his mind he had the Dragonite KO, even though there was a chance of Terra, and he knew that. He wasn't thinking we were going to commit to Terra turn 1. But yeah, of course, because you don't know who we have in the back, right? Obviously. Ogerpon is out. Yeah, extreme speed here. Spiky Shield coming out, that's fine. I could have went for Dragon Dance. The thing is, I just don't know if Ogerpon could have KO'd Dragonite. And I would hate to go for a Dragon Dance and then just getting KO'd by like an Ivy Cudgel or something. So I'm playing it a little bit safer by just going for the extreme speed, because I just know that's a lot of damage, and yeah, that's half HP right there. Ivy Cudgel does come out, and Dragonite goes down. Dragonite put in a lot of work, though. Dragonite put in a lot for us. Right here is easy, though. We can go into Spectrier. Spectrier is good in this situation. The Spectrier does outspeed, and since we're Life Orb, we should be able to pick up this KO. So let's go for that Shadow Ball, get our Grenade activated. This is a 4 special attack, 4 EV special attack Spectrier. This is meant to be somewhat of a bulkier set with max HP, max speed, and that we get our boost from our Life Orb plus our Grenade once we pick up a KO. So I do believe that we should be able to pick up this KO from this range. Looky there, yep. So now we're bulky, we're fast, and now we hit super hard. Hey, it is what it is, because our opponent would never know that. You know, like we pick it up, we got a nice little revenge KO, and now Dragonite. I'm gonna go ahead Will-O-Wisp. I'm gonna go ahead and Will-O-Wisp this. I want this Dragonite burnt. It makes my life 10 times easier. We do have Tingaloo in the back, and I do think 1v1, I think Tingaloo can outmatch the Dragonite. But go ahead and have him burnt is not the end of the world for us. He's gone ahead and Terra to the normal type, meaning I cannot go for a Shadow Ball. Yeah, cannot go for the Shadow Ball, so we're stuck using Draining Kiss. So this is where things can kind of get problematic, right? I think we have to go into Tingaloo before it just gets way out of hand. Because even now +1, if he attacks Tingaloo, it's not doing that much damage. I'm just trying to think, do we not want Spectrier to go just try and put pressure with Draining Kiss? Because I just don't see us doing that much damage. I really don't. And I can't afford him to get set up too much. So yeah, we have to go into Tingaloo here. Spectrier still is very nice to have, knowing that it can maybe, since it's a burnt Dragonite, we might be able to take an attack from it and fire off a nice Draining Kiss. Yep, Tingaloo tanks it up. And in this situation, Earthquake or Ruination, neither one's that bad of an option. I think I'm going to go for the 100% accurate Earthquake. Let's see though. We do know he's not Lumberry, or he would have got that from the burn. So I'm kind of curious to see what his item could be. He got one more turn. And yeah, we'll just go for another Earthquake. So he has one more turn of Outrage. And yep, Tingaloo does tank it up. And Tingaloo's practically gone down in the red at this moment. Yep, there it is. And yeah, Dragonite just doesn't have that much life left. At this point, we just throw another EQ. We should be, if he hits himself in confusion, great. If he hits us, that's fine, because we have a fast Pokemon in Spectrier that should be able to take a hit from a burnt Dragonite, and that's all we needed. So, hey, game number 1 in the books. Spectrier did a lot of work, guys. So leave a like for Spectrier. Let's see what it can do for game number 2. Okay, our next opponent is Felix. Azumarill, Maushold, Dragonite, Hisuian Zoroark, Umbreon, and Cinderace. Okay, so I'm going to be completely honest. This is not a matchup I would normally bring Spectrier to. But hey, we got to meet the theme of the video, so we got to bring them. Maybe we can learn something. Leading things off, I think Sylveon has to lead things off here. It gives us a lot of options against like the Umbreon. It checks the Dragonite. In a way, it kind of checks the Cinderace. In a way. We kind of check the Azumarill too, don't we? Terra Electric? Terra Fire. No, we don't check the Azumarill then. But anyway, we do have Terra Electric on Shimpao. I do think Shimpao does come in this matchup. And like I said, Spectrier does make it to the squad. We gotta at least have him on the party. And like I said, this was not necessarily a matchup I would run Spectrier through, but at the same time, the ability to Will-O-Wisp our opponent's physical attackers are really nice. Plus, I mean, Spectrier is just naturally fast too, so we'll see what happens. Sylveon versus Cinderace. Definitely not the best matchup. Definitely not the best, as that's a pure fire type. but he might have Limbrio, so I think right now the best move is just to go for the Wish. To scout out, see what he wants to go for. He is going for Gunk Shot. And Sylveon gets one-shotted. I could have went for Protect, and that would have been probably a better scouting move. Granted, we don't really have a great switch in to that anyway. Spectrier, man. Let's go, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. You got this. I believe in you. We would be a Terra Fairy. Would that? No, definitely not good in that situation. We can Shadow Ball. Let's see what he wants to do. Ooh, critical hit coming out from the Spectrier. Spectrier hears us and says, hey, no, we are going to take this W. I tell you what, Spectrier's here. Excuse me. Spectrier's here and ready to do some massive damage now with the Grimnate and the Life Orb. Dragonite's out here on the field. I'm not quite too worried about the Dragonite, right? Let's go for another Will-O-Wisp against the Dragonites. Go ahead, that will break a multi-scale. And yeah, I mean, as long as you, I mean, he might not Terra here in this situation. Special. Oh, that's a Zoroark. That's the Zoroark, and we survive. Ooh, that's huge. That's massive. That's a Zoroark for sure. Let's go ahead and hit this with a Draining Kiss, or do we want to save this for the Dragonite that we do know that is in the back? No, I think we keep Shimpao. Shimpao can literally clean up this game. The Draining Kiss here in this situation do a lot of massive damage to the Zoroark. You almost fooled me until I seen the Shadow Ball and I was like, hold on just a second. Yeah, you got me though. Good job. As Zoroark will finish off our Spectrier. But now, we should be able to come in with our Shimpao and finish this game off. No worries at all. As our Shimpao being Focus Sash, we should be able to Sucker Punch the Zoroark. And then we should not have to worry at all against the Dragonite. So it looks like we're able to finish this one off. How could we lose? Dragonite could live our Ice Spinner and go for a big attack into an extreme speed, and that could net our opponent a win. Very much so. Terra Electric doesn't really save us too much. We do expect a Terra Normal, but I think we have to go for Ice Spinner here no matter what. Yep. We just go for it, right? Our Focus Sash is gonna somewhat save us, but then again, we're super frail, so yeah, because we didn't necessarily know if he was gonna Terra or not. It was basically the same situation against the dragon that I had in game 1. Life Orb though, hurting your chances of surviving this though. But unfortunately, no, I'm not gonna be that guy to Terra in this situation just because that just takes too much time. Unfortunately, we dropped game number 2. Let's see if we can pull game number 3 out though. Life Orb Dragonite, that's cool. That's interesting. Alright, so Xion. Okay, Iron Bundle, Garchomp, Fluttermane, Arcanine, Goldengo, and Mimikyu. Okay, so this will be our third and final battle. And I don't hate this. I don't hate the matchup with Spectrier here in this matchup. Let's see, thinking of the leads that we could try and do. Ting Lu's not bad. yeah, Team Blue's not that bad of a lead. Actually, it's not the greatest though, because we do expect Iron Bundle lead. So I think we lead Champao. I think we have Team Blue kind of hanging out in the back, and Spectrier doesn't look bad here. So I'm happy to lock in with these free Pokemon to see if we can net this win. Let's see what happens. Alright, so he's actually going to start off with the Flutter Mane, which is actually a positive matchup for us, right? It's an easy Sucker Punch. I mean, honestly, we might be able to even outspeed with Ice Spinner because I did not see a booster energy. But that might just also mean that it's Focus Sash. I'm okay going for the Ice Spinner play though, just to see what our opponent wants to do. Yeah, that Focus Sash, which I think is a very, very good item on Flutter Mane, so don't get me wrong on that. Thunder Wave. Okay, so you slow down the Champao. Very interesting. It does also protect you from the Sucker Punch from that first turn, turn 1. I am going to go for Sucker Punch this turn because I don't see you not running offensive moves in your Flutter Mane. Oh, Champao, unable to move. Yeah, I'm going to get hit by D-Gleam. Oh man, we're not playing doubles. We're playing singles. So you need a Moonblast. I don't know what you're doing. But if I would have hit my Sucker Punch, you wouldn't have been embarrassed right now. Switching on out. We're both sitting at 1 HP. Golden Go coming out. Definitely could be wanting this nasty plot. I don't think it matters though, as long as we hit it with the Sucker Punch right at the right time. This is a Pokemon I really just want to Sucker Punch anyway. We've already been paralyzed 2 times, so the odds of us getting paralyzed again is less and less likely. Don't get me wrong, we very well can. But if we hit this thing with 1 Sucker Punch, we're good. We're golden. So yeah, we're in a positive situation here. Yes, he's going to be nasty plotting, setting himself up. But I do know if I hit my Sucker Punch against him, I do knock him out. And there it is. I got a little bit of a cough. That's why I'm cutting this video a little bit shorter than what I normally do. I'm going to see if I can cut these coughs out. But if one happens to leak through, that's why. I'm fine. I'm just getting over a little bit of a, I guess what you call, like a cold or something. Something that's kind of seasonal. We're into the fall season, and that stuff just happens. Alright, so now we're up against Garchomp. And now this might be the problem, right? Garchomp can become an issue. I'm still happy just to try and Sucker Punch you though. I'm happy just to click Sucker Punch. He's going to want to go on the offensive move probably the same this turn, right? He might see what we were trying to do and he might try and set up again, but unfortunately I get 4 paralyzes in a row. And there's not in a row, but like within 1 Pokemon session without switching out. So Champao was meant to fail there in this situation. We can go into Spectrier here. Spectrier, Terra into a Fairy type wouldn't be too bad. Really wouldn't be. We Terra into that Fairy. We go for that Draining Kiss. We get some massive power. Plus it's some sustainability for the next turns after we take this initial attack. This is a +2 on the Garchomp, so if he happens to go for the EQ, that's still going to be doing quite a bit of damage, but I do believe we live. Going for Protect. Okay, scouting out. Nothing wrong with scouting out in this situation. Again, though, we're not playing doubles. Very rarely do you see that. Do I feel like he's going to switch? Seeing that we're going for the Fairy move, I feel like he might. Let's go Shadow Ball. Let's see if he switches. He does Terrasilize, so I'm glad we're switching up our move. Unless he's going into a dragon. Ice. Okay, yep. I'm 100% glad we're changing up our move, because for neutral, draining kids don't do that much damage. Shadow Ball, on the other hand, will be doing a lot more damage. Yeah, half. Fantastic. So as long as we can survive this EQ, which I believe we can. What? What? Wow, Spectrier. What happened? My bulky Spectrier just went down. Ice is weird. Ice is a weird tear right there. I mean, it's working out for him, though. It's working out for him. And I guess we try and go for an EQ here. EQ probably don't drop the Garchomp, though. That's the sad part. Ooh, that did so much damage. Yeah, that's... Unfortunately, we win the first game, which is great. But the next 2 games after that, I feel like we lost to some random stuff in today's episode. Hey, it is what it is. Let me get you guys that rental code, and maybe you guys can get some better luck with Spectrier. Alright, so here's the Spectrier team. Spectrier is obviously the main guy. But in our last episode, we did really rely on Dragonites. This is an interesting Dragonite set with the Dragon Dance over a Choice Band. And we're just able to set up and then get our sweep going. So that's awesome. That's fun. Assault Vest on the Tinglu. I think that's actually a really good item on Tinglu. It just makes it to where he's a complete special wall. For the ones that don't know what Vessel of Ruin does, it lowers the special attack power from the opposing Pokemon. So like, let's say you're going up against a Flutter Mane, the Vessel of Ruin's activation to weaken the Flutter Mane plus our Assault Vest. So Tinglu's actually taking very, very little damage against special attackers. And then he has some amazing physical bulk, but +2 Garchomp overwhelms it, apparently. But, I mean, it is what it is. +2 Garchomp overwhelms a lot of things. Sylveon. This one's a fun set. I'm kind of glad we got it going off. We didn't get Wish and Protect going off. That's supposed to help support the team. Hopefully we'll be able to pull that off sometime. Slowking. Chilling Reception, I really think, is a really cool concept. So I kind of wanted it on the team. We didn't really showcase it off, so I definitely want to try and showcase that off. But the idea was to Chilling Reception into like a Chien-Pao or one of our other sweepers like Dragonite or Spectrier. And then from there, we're able to either pick up a quick KO with Spectrier and Chien-Pao, or try and set up a Dragon Dance because we're in a good spot with Dragonite. Sledge Bomb, Eerie Spell, and then Yawn. Yawn's kind of helps help you get some switching going. That might be crucial. Chien-Pao, pretty standard, but really and truthfully, you can run standard on Chien-Pao and be really, really good. Anyway, guys, the team code's in the top right hand corner. If you guys did enjoy this video, let me know in the comment section down below. This is Wi-Fi Merriman signing out. Peace.